November 30th, 2022, Feast of St. Andrew, Apostle.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans.
Brothers and sisters, if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For one believes with the heart and so is justified, and one confesses with the mouth and so is saved. The Scripture says, "No one who believes in him will be put to shame." There is no distinction between Jew and Greek. The same Lord is Lord of all, enriching all who call upon him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. But how can they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how can they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone to preach? And how can people preach unless they are sent? As it is written, "How beautiful are the feet of those who bring the good news." But not everyone has heeded the good news. For Isaiah says, "Lord, who has believed what was heard from us?" Thus faith comes from what is heard, and what is heard comes through the word of Christ. But I ask, did they not hear? Certainly they did, for their voice has gone forth to all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, "The judgments of the Lord are true, and all of them are just. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The decree of the Lord is trustworthy, giving wisdom to the simple. The judgments of the Lord are true, and all of them are just. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The command of the Lord is clear, enlightening the eye. The judgments of the Lord are true, and all of them are just. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The ordinances of the Lord are true, all of them just. The judgments of the Lord are true, and all of them are just. They are more precious than gold, than a heap of purest gold, sweeter also than syrup, or honey from the comb. The judgments of the Lord are true, and all of them are just.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. As Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew, casting a net into the sea. They were fishermen. He said to them, "Come after me, and I will make you fishers of men." At once they left their nets and followed him. He walked along from there and saw two other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John. They were in a boat with their father Zebedee, mending their nets. He called them, and immediately they left their boat and their father and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord.
As we begin a new liturgical year, today's Gospel describes the calling of the apostles Peter and his brother Andrew, whose feast day the church celebrates today. And we hear a familiar story. Jesus is walking by the Sea of Galilee, and he sees two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. What is remarkable in this account is that Jesus calls these two disciples as they go about their daily work. Jesus' call was not in any special or exalted setting, but in the humble, ordinary moments of work that Jesus enters into. "Come after me," Jesus says, "and I will make you fishers of men." St. Matthew goes on to tell us that they left their nets at once and followed Jesus. Their encounter with the person and love of Jesus was instantly life-changing. Jesus invites us to encounter him in the midst of ordinary moments of daily life and work. We are invited to go beyond the mere observance of prayers and obligations of faith to the heart of Christian discipleship. That is a living relationship with Jesus, who calls each one of us to follow him as his disciple and to witness to his transforming way of life as missionary disciples in the world. How will we respond today to the invitation of Jesus to come follow him? Have a blessed day.